welcome on Sports Update on Trust TV. I'm Adeni G. Time to look at sporting activities as we give you update there. We start with rugby. Recently, Nigerian team called Black Stallions traveled to Mauritius to participate in the qualification. That is pre-qualifier for the Olympics, and they were able to get a ticket for the qualifiers. But right now, looking at the ranking coming from Rugby Africa, Nigeria right now standing 13th among all the top teams in Africa, and we just have to appreciate the fact that the team did not at least perform badly. They really did their best by winning almost all their games, except losing against Algeria in that particular competition. They defeated Botswana, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana. All the teams they met on the way, they bamboozled till they got to the final and lost against Algeria. But still, they were able to pick up the ticket. Looking at that story alongside Noel Sampson. Noel, our team still did well in Mauritius, where they were able to do it. Really, the name Stallion standing with them with much energy. And now, if you look at the ranking coming from Rugby Africa, that is the African version of it, like CAF in football, they are being rated as number 13 in the Africa. Yeah,
it's a nice one, although the game is not quite popular in Nigeria. I don't think, because if you watch the game before, most players want that their kids to go and play rugby.
A lot of people will be wondering, what's this? What are they doing?
Really, I do think some of them are drugs sometimes, but they are just trained for that, and they are professional. So it's a good one from 24th down to 13th. It's a very nice
movement, at least a rapid one.
As in very. So if they can continue like this, I think they'll be first or second in Africa. And one of the results I love most was the way they dealt with Ghana. I love it. In fact,
last weekend was Nigeria versus Ghana.
Yes,
we did against them. We defeated them in rugby. We did against them in different sports. That last weekend was like the anger of that World Cup. The anger of not going to the World Cup. Nigeria took it on their Ghanaian brother over the weekend. It's always a very nice one when you look at the rivalry between Nigeria sportsmen and women against Ghana. In fact, aside sport, it's also the same thing in music, acting, everything. We seem to be twins when we're growing up. But right now, we move away from rugby. Good one for Nigerian Black Stallions, moving it from 24 to 13. Now, let's talk about football. This time around, we look at under-23 AFCON. Well, it's a big one for the fact that Morocco, they are the host. But looking at the result that happened just yesterday, Egypt against Mali, it was a peep. They peeped them 1-0, and you have Gabon. They lost against Niger Republic. It was a fantastic performance from Niger, being able to defeat Gabon, and they celebrated in high spirits. Let's look at how the table is standing after they played. This is their match day 2 anyway. Egypt are still topping there with 4 points, followed by Niger Republic. They have 4 points. And you have Mali and Gabon. Mali are standing tall there with 3 points after playing 2 matches. Gabon, and rather Egypt and Niger, they have almost the same thing.
It's really shocking because I expected Egypt, okay, normal, being a very good footballing nation, being on the first position is what I expected, but Niger Republic, surprising. Second, I expected Mali to be there.
Mali seriously, what happened to Mali? You look at when it comes to football in West Africa, Mali, they are one of those teams that you always
better than Niger, but surprisingly, you can see Niger. I was expecting Niger probably to be at the last position. No hard feelings against them, but Niger is not a footballing nation. It's not a nation where you wait about football, you just want to be proud of them that, yeah, these guys are really, they're fire or everything. So it's so surprising you have Egypt, Niger, Gabon, Mali, then Gabon. I expected to be Egypt, Mali, Gabon, then Niger. Not the other way around.
Mali and Egypt, in fact, you can actually rate them because Mali, if you remember, the likes of Kanouté.
Yes, exactly.
So they really show a lot of promises when it comes to football. A lot of stars coming from Mali.
But recent times, they've not been spectacular the way they used to be. I don't know what's their problem.
Well, although this is under 23 anyway, even with Nigeria, we didn't even qualify. So, so let's be sincere to ourselves. At least they qualify. They are playing at the Nations Cup for under 23, taking place in Morocco. And we have to look at all the teams participating. For Niger, well, a good one, a roller coaster dream for them. They can continue with this. Hopefully, if they can make it to qualify for the quarterfinals, they will be very happy for the fact that they were able to defeat Gabon there. Now, we move away from that as we talk about another country. Now, this time around, South Africa. South Africa are on the verge of launching, at least implementing video assistant referee, VAR, as it's called. They want to make sure they get this done in their own league. They've written letters to FIFA, and news came out that they are really battle ready to unveil VAR in their league, in their football.
Very, what I call impressive approach they've taken. instead of having goals where you be debating on it again, that it's a goal, it's an offside, it's not an offside or anything, but at least now they have an assistant video referee, which is a very good one, a very good step for them to show how improved their league have been so far. And I think Nigeria should also look into such directions also to where we have, you make our league very competitive. Not that when you score a goal, you have to be having controversies over the goal being scored. There was an offside, it was a handball, and the ball didn't pass through the line, every other thing like that. So with this video, assistant referee South Africa are trying to get, it's going to really help the league to improve and get to the next level.
It would be a good one if South Africa could launch this. At least other African countries will also take a cue from it. But right now, they are battle ready, talking to FIFA already concerning the implementation of video assistant referee, they want to call VAR there. South Africa trying to lead the pack there. Bafana, Bafana. When you look at that name, you always remember South Africa. Now, let's talk about Nigerian football. The next story has to do with Nigerian star now. That's Victor Osimhen, being advised by Obafemi Martins that he should still stay with Napoli for the next one season. Why? He doesn't want him to go to where he will not be appreciated. Going to Bayern, PSG, Man United or Chelsea may not be too good for him right now. He should still stay with Napoli. Already, he knows the style, he knows about Italian football, he's already their winner, that spirit will still be there. Stay with them for one more season. Don't go to where you will struggle, according to Obafemi Martins to Victor Osimhen. It's an advice. Yeah,
that's this is not the first time we brought up this particular topic in this show, and it has always been what I've said. He should stay one more season. As if Babago was even it was running through my mind. You going to Chelsea, going to PSG, going to Man U, or going to Bayern. You are going to a new league entirely. It's hard when you go to a league. I don't think most players just go to a league and just adapt like that. It's not easy because the playing style and everything. Why not stay in in Napoli for one more season and go to the next club you want to go to? But some people say they are afraid that probably he might lose form or something like that. So he should just why should be in a haste? What if he goes to look at Lukaku? Lukaku came from Inter Milan down back to Chelsea.
Lukaku is far away. Let's look at Sadio Mane, Liverpool to Bayern. Despite how fantastic as a footballer he got to Bayern, he really struggled.
It's really that it's not easy. It's quite difficult to just. It's not easy. Look at Hazard. From Chelsea to Real Madrid now, he's not Real Madrid. Look at
although we've seen players that also move and they
but it's not easy. But these are players you cannot call. Look at Hazard. Look at Coutinho. These are players which. You know, when this guy, there's no team they get into, they are going to perform. Like, look at that, what he did. I also seen the news yesterday that Bastias was trying to get what do you call his name, Coutinho from Liverpool to Barcelona. Now back to Aston Villa. Now going to Turkey. You can see how the match has fallen.
But we've seen some player, like I said.
Yes.
As example, Cristiano Ronaldo. Anywhere he goes seems to be a gold mine.
There are some people that are fantastic. Look at Messi. Even when King Messi left Barcelona down to Paris and he was booed out of Paris. So he should just be patient a little bit in what do you call it? He should be patient a little bit in Napoli. Play this game a bit with Napoli, then when it's right for him, he should go to either Chelsea or PSG or Bayern Munich or probably if Madrid needs him. He should not be in a haste. He should calm down very well in Napoli. That's my advice for him. He should just calm very in Napoli, play one more season. By his valuation will increase if he continues with this great form by next season. So
and hopefully next season, if Napoli continue with this winning streak of getting to win the Scudetto, and they also maintain that leadership style of winning games, at least it will even shift to like 150.
Yes,
because Osimhen right now is one of the hot cake when it comes to football.
Yeah.
And like Obafemi Martins actually advised him, well, it would be nice where you are already a king here in Napoli. Don't go to a place where you're going to struggle. Agreed. But at times, some player move, like Ronaldo as an example, and he peaked. We saw Diego Forlan moving to Man United. He actually surged. We saw this guy, what's his name now? The player from Piqué. Piqué also coming to Manchester United. He never peaked.
Yes.
But there are players that moved and still they peaked. They play very well, just the way they were playing in their former club.
Even sorry for the confusion, even club to club. Torres from Liverpool to Chelsea.
It didn't work out.
It didn't work out. Within league, the same league. Just from club to club. So it happens. Look at Lukaku also. From Chelsea to Everton. It was quite fantastic in Everton. Back to the same club, Manchester United. The same team in the same league, Manchester United. It should go away.
Now, same city.
The same city.
And so close.
So, back now to, he went to Italy. Fire.
And in Italy, he actually performed with Inter Milan.
Coming back to England again now. So you can see, you should just be patient. Just 1 more season. Then you should be watching, probably watch the more of the English league or any leagues he wants to go to. You watch your partner play. You have friends over there. You have Nigerians playing in Germany, in England, in Spain. So try and talk to them. So in France, talk to them.
I believe even it's good to talk to them, but I'm sure Eden Hazard talked to some players before he moved to Real Madrid, but it never worked out. And all the examples we have mentioned, they talked to some players before they moved, but it never worked. Why some? They moved and it clicked.
Yes, exactly.
It has to do with each person's appeal to football. Now we move away from that particular story concerning advice coming from Osimhen Martins to Victor Osimhen. Let's talk about a man who was a former coach of Lionel Messi, but right now he'll be his coach again over there at Inter Miami in the U.S. Major League Soccer. This time around, we look at Gerardo Tata Martino reunite with Messi at Inter Miami as coach. He was with him before, and now he's with him again.
Yeah, it's like father and son reunion. So it's a good one. You can see the ovation Messi had when he went to Inter Miami. The surge of the followers on social media platform.
Everything actually rose because Messi was coming.
Yes, so it's a really good one for them being together back again. It's a nice one. I hope, hopefully, Messi is going to perform. Not hopefully. He's a fantastic player. Sometimes I refer to Messi as someone who's not from this planet, him and Cristiano Ronaldo, because I don't know how those guys just keep being for the past 10 years. They've been relevant for the past 10 years in the same sport. It's really fantastic, and I believe they're going to perform well. He's going to perform well with the help of this coach who knows him better. He's going to perform well there in Inter Miami.
Well, we are still in the mood of talking about transfer stories. It's transfer season, clubs buying players, and also coaches moving to other clubs. We've been talking concerning Lionel Messi having his former coach, Tata, as they call him, Gerardo. They are coming to Inter Miami in the U.S. Major League Soccer. And earlier on, we talked about Osimhen Martins giving advice to Victor Osimhen concerning his moves away from the Partenope, as they call Napoli team. Now, let's talk about another player from Portugal. His name is Goncalo. That's Ramos. Well, Goncalo could be a player that Manchester United want to pay 80 million euros for. After all, they wanted him earlier, but that particular amount of money they offer was rejected by his club. Right now, they want more, and 80 million pounds could be the deal.
It's a good one. Who knows the way people are just splashing money on players? That's how they splash money on Anthony. What's the result? So, who knows? But I believe if the coach or the scouting team thinks this particular player is very good for them, is going to perform well for them, why not? They should go for him. They should just leave Mount for Chelsea. That's what I want.
Well, from the way it is, let's see if Man United will get Ramos signed. Goncalo Ramos will be coming to Old Trafford. Well, leaving that particular story, let's look at another one. This time around, we are going straight to London. Let's talk about Chelsea. A player called Odoi there. Odoi right now is a winger, but he could leave because Nottingham Forest actually wanting £15 million interest coming from Nottingham Forest. And England, Chelsea could allow the English winger to move.
You know, this player has been off and on in Chelsea before he left for on loan to Bayer Leverkusen. Now the option is for him to go to Nottingham Forest. Are interested in signing him. So to me, I would want him to stay in Chelsea as a young player who is growing up, who is trying to improve. Although he should just try and improve some of his improve on his game, the game pattern, the way, because sometimes he plays like a primary school footballer. Where you try and improve his game and go forward. And
did you say primary school?
Yeah. So well, you should just try and improve. But I really want him to go because Chelsea have lost great players this season. Kante, Koulibaly, Mendy, Havertz, Kovacic. What is his name? The checks about joining is on the verge of joining AC Milan. Masepulta is leaving for Italy. Is also from Roma. So They should at least leave for some of this. Rumor of Mason Mount also going to Manchester United is really something that is.
So automatically you are saying they should let Chelsea breathe.
Let us breathe.
Oh my goodness! But really, it's a total clear out. The same thing will see happen to Manchester United. They want to clear out some players too, like almost 10 players that could still go from Manchester. So it's not only Chelsea, your club.
Yeah, but these are some of the players they are clearing out. Are still fantastic. Likes of
and they want the ones they bought last season to perform.
What did they do last season?
They will pick up.
They will for how long? For how long are we going to wait for them to pick up? How sure are we going to perform this well this season in the Premier League? So why not keep people who are down, who knows a little about it? Because the likes of Enzo, the other new players they bought are just trying to just come into the league for the first time. Why not leave them with those that have been in the league for quite long to those blend with them? And these guys Harvard is still young.
Odion is still young.
I don't know. Odion is a very young player. Mount is a very young player. Why not letting them go? If you let the older ones go, Kovacic, I say okay, probably is good. It's close to the 30. Okay, let's this that. But Harvard, why? Not even to Arsenal. Why?
Seriously?
Yes.
You are really pained.
It's pained.
You feel like
you
should punch your...
Yeah, the sporting director, what's your problem? Why are you selling these players? Why
oh my goodness.
What's your problem?
A Chelsea fan indeed there. Talking about Noel Sampson, talking about Chelsea. And now we look at another player. This time around, Chelsea wants Odoi to go, right? But they want to go for a wonder kid over there that's from Santos. They want to get him to join them. Angelo is his name. He's on the verge of completing a 50 million euro switch to Chelsea. So, players are coming. You're smiling. You're smiling.
I watched him play some of his highlights, and when I heard Chelsea, I watched his highlights. Fantastic kid is good.
We are not comparing now. You see now, they know what they are doing.
But problem that this guy, how is he going to match up to the expectations we have on him? Is something else again. He might be good in Santos. You cannot compare.
Like somebody asked, what is with Chelsea and Santos? I still remember. Seriously, you see players. You know the way they land now. They are writing wonder kid. I remember when Robinho busted out, and everybody was like Robinho. Before he moved to Manchester City, he was almost coming to Chelsea.
Yes, it was so surprising. Then to Manchester City. So it's like a coup, you know. Man City has really they've been hurting us also to the way Arsenal has been hurting us also too. It seems Aguero also was supposed to come to was supposed to come to Chelsea also too, and then down to to Manchester City. And that's when we won them at the final of the Champions League. I was happy that if we were in Chelsea, we could have won the league, the Champions League now. So this wonder kid Chelsea is trying to get. I just hope he performs. And from what I read, probably after they complete the payment, he's going to go on a loan also before coming to Chelsea finally. So I just pray he's a very good player that when he comes, and this is a very young player, and I think Chelsea they are building a team for the future, not present now. But the future we don't know. It's still far.
The future could be so near and also could be so far away. Coming from Noel Sampson there, we're talking about Chelsea going for a wonder kid, Angelo from Santos. Now let's talk about Harry Kane. Harry Kane has been a player that almost all the clubs in Europe want to sign because he's very prolific when it comes to scoring goals. But right now, Bayern seems to be edging closer. They want to really get this Englishman. They want to get him £80 million they have offered after Tottenham rejected £60.2 million.
Harry Kane is a very fantastic player, and for me, I want him to leave, Tottenham. To
go and win at least.
Yes, because he has not won any major trophy in his career so far that I know of. Probably when he was in, when he was in youth team probably, but since he started as a senior team player, he has not won any major cup. So I just want him to go because he's a fantastic player. He should go. There was a time I had Real Madrid also trying to get him signed for them also too. But anyhow, he should just go. He should leave Bayern, Tottenham and go. Because if he goes to Bayern Munich, as we say, sure odd. It's going to be a sure odd. At least he's going to win at least a cup for them.
That's at least Bundesliga.
At least. So he should go to Bayern Munich instead of being in Tottenham, be stuck in Tottenham for years and nothing's happening. Just keep playing. He has been playing a lot. Very fantastic player. The team. I don't know if the Tottenham team or the management is the problem of the team. I don't know if the players or the management is the problem of the team. So she just go somewhere he knows everybody complement each other and where the team wants them to win. Because Tottenham doesn't have that winning mentality to me. But Bayern Munich, they also just want to win. They also want to win. They also want to win. And who knows, probably if he goes there, he might win the Champions League.
That would be a great one.
Yeah, for him.
Because Bundesliga, DFB Pokal, Champions League are all there for Bayern.
Yes. So he should just go to, Bayern Munich. To me, if I were to Harry Kane, I would go to Bayern Munich. Because I believe the salary they're going to offer him at Bayern Munich will be more than the one he's earning apparently in Tottenham. So it's a win-win for him. He goes there, more money, more trophy. But if he wants to win more when it comes to money, he can go to Saudi Arabia.
No, he won't want to go to Saudi Arabia right now because he wants to win in Europe.
Yes. So he should just go to Bayern Munich. It's a very good one for him. If I have to be Harry Kane, I would say yes. Bayern Munich, yes, here I come. I want to come and score goals for you and win trophies.
Good one. We've been talking concerning Harry Kane joining Bayern, £18 million on ground. At least they want to offer for him after the relegation of £60.2 million coming from Tottenham Hotspur. But this time around, let's look at West Ham. West Ham United target Everton's Amadou Onana, Juventus Denis Zakaria, and Manchester United Harry Maguire.
Yeah, it's a very good one. Onana, Juventus Zakaria, and Manchester United Harry Maguire. But why Harry Maguire? Why Harry Maguire for people? What is he going to do in West Ham? He's going to cause public calamity to them more. So, but Onana is a very good deal. Zakaria is a very good deal, but Maguire, no. I don't think it's a very good one for West Ham. But Maguire actually needs to leave Manchester United because he hasn't met the expectations being given to him as one of the most expensive defenders in the history of football. So he should leave Manchester United. But to West Ham, I don't know. As a fan of if I'm to be a West Ham fan or Western coach, I want to have Maguire in my team. But the other players, Onana and Zakaria, they're very good addition to the team after winning a cup this season. So I think Onana, then Zakaria, very good addition to West Ham. But Harry Maguire, no. I don't think he should go. West Ham should pick Harry Maguire.
Well, from the way it is right now, we wait to see what West Ham will be doing concerning those players right now. Let's take our last story on the show that has to do with Celta Vigo. Celta Vigo midfielder Gabriel Veiga on €40 million Euro release clause. Imagine target for City, Liverpool and Chelsea. 3 clubs running after you. That shows how fantastic you are for Manchester City, Liverpool and Chelsea to be going after the young player Gabriel Veiga for €40 million release clause on his head, and yet all of them are actually scampering around to get his signature. Yeah, it's a very good, nice one to have a young player coming to Chelsea in particular. Man City have the old players they want, so they should come to Chelsea if he's that fantastic enough. Oh, you want it to come to Chelsea? Yes, because Man City they have tried now. Let us to have our own players too. They should let you breathe. They should breathe. From the way at least Kovacic has gone, so they should let you. At least you guys will have this. And the issue I'm having with Chelsea now, you are selling players, but are not immediate replacement for them. We talked about a wonder kid coming, Angelo. He's a kid. A wonder kid. He's a kid. He's a kid. A kid is a kid. I like it or not. You cannot expect him to come and replace what Kovacic has been doing for Chelsea for the past 3 or 4 years. Same as Havertz. So bring someone who knows is capable, not someone who is coming from Brazil before you give him body contact, he's on the ground, go for 4 months injury. No, we need someone who is capable. Have a replacement for this player. I don't have issues sending players, but have a replacement for them. Look at Manchester City. Gündogan is gone. Now they have Kovacic to replace him. Look at Arsenal. They are Zaka. Since Zaka is going, they are having Declan Rice. They are having Havertz again. So sell, but replace with quality and good players. Not that you just sell and be bringing someone we don't even know about. One that kid from Brazil. Okay, he's nice, but how can he meet up to the momentum he's going to meet there in England in Chelsea? He will. He will. At least we've seen some Brazilians actually doing well immediately they moved to England. But Pato never did well in Chelsea. What about others that did well? Okay, others did well. But Pato, at least, he's one of the average Chelsea man just want everything done to favor them. We've been talking concerning transfer stories there. Well, Chelsea right now, they are still in the market trying to buy some players, while the likes of Manchester United, they are not giving up to Bayern on Harry Kane, £80 million offer. Not forgetting the fact that a lot of clubs are also running after our own Victor Osimhen, but he has been advised by Obafemi Martins, tread carefully. Don't leave Napoli now where you are a king. Don't go to a place where you will struggle. That's it on Sport Updates. Noel, thank you so much for coming on the show. The pleasure is mine. I'm Adeniyi Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.